everyone, I'm Gretchen and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a special review for you of the 2025 Worldwide LifeWave Conference held in Anaheim, California. It was October 23rd through the 25th. It was amazing. It was at the Anaheim Convention Center, which I can't say enough good things about. And whether you were there or you couldn't make it, I'm going to share with you the key takeaways, the vibe, the community energy, what it meant for us as business builders with LifeWave. So let's dive into this. So again, this was held out in Anaheim at their convention center. That convention center is one of the best I've ever been at. I think it is the best I've ever been at. It felt like a little mini college campus. And in terms of like the breakout sessions and the main sessions we had Friday and Saturday, and then the entertainment, there were different areas of this convention center that all of these things took place at. And there were hotels that surrounded it. So, depending on what kind of budget you had and where you thought you needed to be, it just seemed like it worked out well for everyone who attended. And this little campus feel that it had made it seem very safe and cozy in a way. But yet it was huge and there was plenty of space for all of the different activities that were featured there. So the conference is really designed for LifeWave brand partners. It's where we learn about new launches, we hear recognitions given, we connect globally, we get business training. And why is this relevant for you and me, especially for building a team? Well, it's because conferences like this provide number one, energy and momentum. Number two, new training content. This year, especially aligned to LifeWave's new compensation plan 2.0. So that was really helpful. Number three, recognition of achievers, which shows everyone that's there what is possible. It's very motivating. And four, networking with leaders and support across the regions. This is really helpful to be able to talk to people who are in different areas of the world who are doing different things to move their businesses forward. So now let's look at what stood out in the training breakout sessions that happened on Thursday, October 23rd. So that was really the first thing that was offered to us. And one breakout session was about setting yourself up for success with the new compensation plan 2.0, which talked about all the 9 ways that we earn as brand partners. Really great breakout session. Another one that was offered was getting new brand partners started. So, how do we activate onboarding with our new brand partners? What about using the new launch bonuses that come with the comp plan? And how do we create retention? So, that was very helpful. There was another breakout session on compliance, specifically compliance myths and what every brand partner should know. Really got a lot from that. Curiosity to conversation. That was another topic of another breakout session, which was really focused in on action for social media foundations. So they're teaching us more about like real world prompts and post formulas and a 90-day content plan. So these breakout sessions were amazing. There was even one for specifically just our Hispanic um, brand partners. And so they just really hit it hard from the get-go with training, and I appreciated that so much. Um, since we're building the LifeWave teams and focusing on attraction marketing, social media, and onboard training, it was really honed in on all of our goals. And I think a quick takeaway for our team was get a new plan, have fresh opportunities. Those two things equate, right? New plan equals fresh opportunities. Number two, onboarding matters. It's really important that we plug in with our upline from the get-go and create a duplicatable onboarding pattern. And number three, that compliance is non-negotiable, and we really need to protect our businesses by being compliant. And that we have resources with the member success team. They are there to help us make sure that what we're putting in public spaces is 100% compliant. And four, that social media matters. We need to show up with value, consistency, and with a plan. And of course, conference isn't just training. There's culture, recognition, product launches, and community. So some of the highlights there were that there were many recognition moments during the different main sessions, and brand partners who hit new ranks were brought on stage. So that was wonderful to see. Product and experience lounge. We had a lounge in one part of the conference center that attendees could explore and see new items and really get more of a brand experience there. There were special events each evening. Now, let me tell you, this was super fun. You know, we were concentrating and trying to learn every day, but then every night we knew we were just going to be able to sit back and relax, and we were excited to see what entertainment LifeWave brought to us. So Thursday night, the Doobie Brothers, excellent. Friday night, we were treated to hear Jacob Collier, just an amazing musician, play. And then after that was the premiere of the documentary Code of Creation, which is coming out soon, so everyone in the world can see it. And then Saturday night was the spectacular Sir Elton John. Yes, we had a private performance by Sir Elton John, an hour-long performance. He was amazing. So when you come to these conferences, you are treated with some amazing entertainment that you probably would never otherwise get to see, right? The vibe was terrific. We came, we connected, we created, and the light is even brighter, I think, than ever before. So for us on the Pulsar Patching team, when you show prospects the culture, the high energy moments, the global community, it really reinforces that this is not just a product push, it's a movement. So, okay, let's bring this back to you. What does this conference mean for your LifeWave business, especially if you're serious about building and wanting to hit at some point the 3-star presidential rank? So, what to do after conference? So, we need to leverage on that energy. We need to use the 9 ways to earn message from our compensation plan to map out how we're going to share this new plan with professional network marketers. We need to tap into the compliance session, and we need to get our team trained to build confidently and safely and to protect this company. We need to use social media with intention. So you may want to repurpose the 20-minute daily action plan for your own wellness and well-being and for the business builder niche. Culture forward recruitment. So talk about the trip, the community, the recognition, and imagine yourself on that stage next year in Anaheim. By the way, next year's conference is again going to be at the Anaheim Convention Center. So if you aren't already, if you haven't already purchased your ticket, they are available at a I guess it's an early bird special. So consider that. And then team momentum. If you had team members attend, have them share stories and clips to build connection. So for me personally, attending the conference was a reminder that I'm part of something bigger than patches or compensation. I'm really part of a global mission. What stood out for me was the emphasis on duplication, on new onboarding systems, and a well planned out future that this global company has. I mean, when David talked about the future of the company, wow, like it was, it's amazing what's coming down that path and how, I mean, they're seeing as far forward as 20 years, which I think is incredible. And then it stood out that this was just really an amazing celebration for business builders. So if you're watching this and you're not already a brand partner, you're not already connected with someone in LifeWave, please message me and I'll share with you more about what my team is doing so you can be a part of it too. We build together and we celebrate together, and it's a ton of fun. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this review of the 2025 LifeWave Conference in Anaheim, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next video. And if you're on the Pulsar Patching team or you're thinking about joining, drop a comment or send me a message and I'd love to connect with you. Until next time, keep shining bright, keep building, and remember the community we create is what makes this so impactful. So I'm Gretchen, and I'll see you on the next video.